Hi, this is Janneke from Sugar Punch, and you're watching Surprise Radio, your number one source for independent, underground, unsigned, and underrated music and bands. Please subscribe and enjoy the show.
Remember to click like, subscribe, and share.
Hey everybody, welcome to Surprise Radio. I'm your host Surprise, and with me I have the amazing band Rage is My Rival. Thank you guys for joining me.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having us.
Hell yeah. I mean, it's only about half the band, but still.
Do you mind introducing yourselves?
Yeah, I'm Colt, man. I'm the lead vocalist for Rage is My Rival.
I am Gene. I am drums.
And where are you based out of?
We're based out of a little fucking podunk town in Kansas called Girard. I don't think anyone's ever heard of it. But it's a little town called Girard, Kansas.
And that's in Southeast Kansas.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 20 minutes from Pittsburgh.
How long have you been together?
Oh, with the lineup we have now, it's been what, 3 years, Gene? Say?
It's
been
been
longer?
over 5 since I joined. It's
Since
been
you
like
joined.
this year it'll be 6.
Right. So yeah, I joined I'd say about 7, 8 years, I think it was.
Okay.
Been a while.
But that was when I was just the lead singer, trying to join a band, I later adopted the band from our old bass player that we had, Jesse Coons, that he just wanted us to continue the name on, so I went ahead and made it an LLC and made it a business, and here we are.
Tell me about the meaning of the name Rage is My Rival.
There's many meanings, to be honest with you. So many people have had many other meanings to it. The meaning I have is I'm constantly fighting my own demons, and that's my biggest rival is my rage.
So tell me about your favorite singer or band.
Oh, my favorite singer. I mean, I before I joined this metal type band, I was into a lot lighter stuff. So I was into like Incubus, Sublime, Dave Matthews Band, stuff like that. Nowadays, I'd say more uh Corey Taylor, Slipknot, Stone Sour, A Perfect Circle. I still listen to a lot. Let's see. I mean, I even go as far as listening to a lot of death metal and stuff like that, even nowadays, because my wife loves it so much. Lorna Shore uh, is one of my favorites on the death metal. Ginger, I'm a big fan of on that end as well.
Ginger absolutely fucks.
And Gene, he's a little bit different on that end too as well, weren't you? You were into more hard rock, I think, back then.
Yeah. Well, the first band that I played in was kind of like a classic rock cover band type thing. But my influences, as far as like drumming goes, it's hard rock metal still. Like Dave Grohl, Shannon Larkin from Godsmack, Ray Luzier, Chad Smith, Chili Peppers, Danny Carey, Tool is another. So that's basically my top 5 influences there.
Tell me something about you that we don't know. Now, I know that a lot of people are getting to know you for the first time through this interview. That's the point of it. But even then, you already do have fans. So tell me something about you that they don't know or that we don't know, or just something that you think would be kind of one of those cool little
Uh,
tidbits out there.
Pretty easy one for me. I'm a triple amputee. Uh, I don't have my feet and I don't have my right hand. That's one pretty little interesting knowledge nugget.
He literally has the same amputations as Anakin Skywalker.
Oh yeah, totally. Keep forgetting about that.
You were the chosen one. I loved you.
You were supposed to destroy the Sith, not join them.
All right, this just became my favorite interview ever. What's your favorite song to sing or play?
Well, mine right now would be The Darkness. It's one that we're actually working a music video on, like as we speak, actually. Hopefully it'll be released soon, but it'll be our second music video that we have out. And it's got that creepy aspect to it, creepy feel, and it's got the screams and the cleans both with it. That's why it's my favorite.
My favorite right now, it's because it was really fun to work on Whirlwind, because it's got obviously at the end it's got the fuck yous, but the whole melodic aspect to it, as well as the subject matter of the song, kind of it. I have a feeling it resonates with a lot of people, and it certainly resonated with me with daddy issues.
I'd actually love to dive into that song just a little bit more, mostly because I actually just featured that on today's episode of Surprise Radio. So I'm actually going
Cool.
to rush to get this interview out so that I can tag it at the end of it. But because that song was featured, I'd like to just have you kind of talk about that song just a little bit, if you don't mind.
Oh, that song was written mostly by our bass player, John Dolan, Mike Dolan.
Wow.
Mike Dolan. It was written by him mostly. He had a pretty hard upbringing with his dad and stuff like that, and it's basically about his experiences that he remembers as a young child with his father.
It's kind
Because
of
you have
like,
similar experiences, you know?
yeah, well, my experience was like he just kind of half the time he wasn't there. He was in the Navy, and then he worked offshore, where half of his time was on the rig, half of his time was. Surprisingly enough, I guess this goes into the fun thing about myself that people don't know is my dad actually worked on the rig that went down in the Gulf.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he came home like the week right before it went up in flames, and had he been on that shift, he probably wouldn't have made it.
Oh, wow.
And my experiences, I'm glad my bass player wrote it because I had a great, upbringing. My parents are still married, and got,
He kind of has
did the
to give
whole
them a disclaimer each time he shares is like, this isn't about you guys.
right, like it would be like, I'm sorry, Dad, I don't think this is about you, kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, I had a great upbringing. Unfortunately, I'm lucky enough that I have bass players that had that kind of lifestyle that could help portray this song in the light that it needed to be shed in.
That's cool. I love the
Yeah,
idea that you give everybody kind of a chance to, you're not the only person writing the lyrics, that everybody kind of gets their turn to say what they have to say. I love hearing that.
oh, okay. Well, this lineup is actually one of the most like productive as far as members of the band contributing to like the subject matter, um, the riffs themselves, all of that. Like like every now and then, um, like John pitches a riff. Every now and then, Mike pitches a riff. Sometimes I'll even throw something down. And then Colt comes up with lyrics, and then we bounce off of that and see what music makes.
What's even great about that is sometimes I'll just go a cappella and say and do something, and then the guys will be like, "Oh, I got something for that," kind of thing. And it just it meshes really well with any other lineup that Rage has had.
Like a crucible, melting, smelting all those metals together.
So, is there a cover that you'd like to do and put out on record? Some people don't want to release covers, and I totally understand that. So, it could be one that you just want to play live and never want to put out, but it's just something I kind of always ask.
We've actually done a bunch of covers, different ones, throughout my time in Rage is My Rival. My favorite probably right now covers. Gene, maybe you can help me. I can't quite remember the name of it sometimes. Uh,
Well, there was quite a few covers that we've played since my joining. I remember one of the first ones was Psychosocial. That was fun. But some of my favorites that we did was Like a Stone by Audio Slave. That one was a cool one. But
that's the one I was
we
looking
also
at.
we did Ghost by Bad Flower one time in my early tenure. No Rain by Blind Melon is a classic.
That's a fun
Well,
one.
yeah,
I wouldn't have expected that answer.
I've never really thought about recording any of them though. We've always done them live. We
Hmm.
sometimes try to at least put one cover in our set. with
True.
what venues allow it, of course, because some venues they just want, all original, which totally I agree with as well. But sometimes it's just fun to bring out that cover for everyone to sing along with.
Yeah, it's a
Especially if
good way to
you're
get.
making it your own.
It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I love it when, especially like Pop Goes Punk or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's nice, especially when people are discovering you to kind of throw something out there that they can all be like, okay, yeah, I know this one, and they can sing with you. So I can understand doing it live and not necessarily putting it out there recorded.
It's like a Perfect Circles version of Imagine by John Lennon. It's totally not the same direction John went with.
Brilliant is what it was.
It really is. It's so dark. It's like the original is like the happy, optimistic, and then Maynard comes out with the realist view.
So you did mention some tours, some live shows. I guess not necessarily tours, but live shows. Do you have a favorite tour or venue that you've played at?
So far I would say Blackthorn. Yeah, that's in Joplin, Missouri. It's a pub and pizza place that has just a great stage atmosphere. And of course, we our last show that we just played was Cafe Acoustic in St. Joseph, Missouri. That was a really cool stage. One of the most professional stages and venues we've ever played at, I think, proper sound checks and things like that. What
Favorite
about
one
you,
that I've
Gene?
played. Favorite one that I've played happens to be, or it has to be, Sunshine Studios in Colorado Springs.
Oh, that one was awesome. Yeah.
They actually had like wings and shit on the sides, like it was the full like mainline. Um, Bottleneck in Lawrence was also.
Yeah, that was fun. Are you you're you're based out of Texas, right?
That's correct. Yes.
What, Gene, do you remember that venue we played there? The name of
Yeah,
that?
we played in Houston at this place called The End. Ever heard of it?
Yes. I'm
So,
about 4 hours north of Houston, but
Oh,
okay.
nice.
with me keeping up with, bands and stuff, I have seen them say that they're playing at the Edge. I've been to the Rooftop. I wish I've been to House of Blues, but I haven't been there yet. Everybody raves about the House of Blues though.
Oh yeah.
But
I've heard
no,
about that place.
I haven't been to very many shows in Houston. I really don't like Houston, so I don't go there if I don't have to.
Yeah, the traffic's abhorrent.
I am, I don't know if you know, like I am 2 hours east of Dallas and 1 hour west of Shreveport. So I'm kind of right between those two. So if I can go to a show in Shreveport, I'm all about that because it's only an hour away. If I have to go to Dallas, I'm like, I have to make a whole day of it. But so tell me, do you have any dream tour mates? Somebody that you'd love to go on tour with? It can be somebody that you look up to, or it can be some friends that you just think would be kind of fun to go on tour with.
I mean, I would love to go like it's if we were to go like say on a tour with some bands from around here, I would totally say Adenoma, uh or Why Bother would be fun too to go on tour with. Let's see who else? Who else? Gene, who
Scream at
you
the
got around?
Sky.
Dream of the Sky would be cool. They always put
Um,
on a good show. They're based out of
Spare the Dead.
Colorado now. Spare the
Spare the
Dead, yeah.
Dead, though. They're more local, and we've actually got a show coming up with them at Blackthorn
We Are Raya as well.
next month, I believe.
Now, if we're talking
Or
like
is it this
acts that
month?
I've never met, of course, and all that, I would have to say, like Slipknot would be been cool. That'd be cool to go on tour with, of course. Uh, let's see who else. Ginger would be cool. Probably some other name that I mentioned earlier today would be cool to go on tour with
Time
them.
for Veil would be nuts.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I hear that Nothing More is really good to the people
Oh,
that come on
they're my
tour with them.
favorite band right now, actually.
Oh yeah.
Like of people like bands I look up to would have to be the newer end on the newer end is them. They have that slight Incubus feel, but heavier
Yeah.
that I really enjoy.
So outside of music, what are some of your interests? Maybe TV shows, movies, books, games. I know that you kind of mentioned Star Wars, so obviously at least one of you likes Star Wars a little bit, but tell me about some of the other stuff that you're into.
I'm a big horror movie buff. Like, I don't know if you can see this here. Oh, see if I can show it a little bit on my prosthetics.
Oh, he's
You,
about to
you can
flash you.
probably see, but I got a bunch of horror movie characters, all my favorite ones, that are all on there. And yeah, I'm just a big horror movie guy. I love horror. I love video games as well. That's basically what I do on my off time, at least when my wife is asleep at night. That is what I do to kill the time, at least. I'm not a big sleeper. I try to stay up pretty late anymore nowadays, but video games keep my time up pretty well.
I'm a I'm a big all around nerd. So like films and stuff. Like I was the one that Star Wars referenced originally. But I'm also like big into history, uh, aeronautics, space,
Oh, please don't
all
ask
that
me about
shit.
the Titanic.
You wouldn't want to get me started. Like there are so many things in the film that they actually did get right, but so many other things that were just completely inaccurate.
You can always count on a movie to embellish some facts for
Oh
dramatic
yeah,
effect.
I always try to give him shit and be like, "What happened to the jewel that was dropped into?" He's like, "Fuck you, man.
that
There was no
never
fucking
existed.
jewel."
It was based on the Hope Diamond.
Tell me about your thoughts on AI in music.
Ugh,
Nope.
no,
Yeah.
absolutely not. I mean, we work really hard to get uh the music out that we get out and all that stuff, and I feel like that is just going a step backwards and cheating in a way. It just takes the originality out of it too. I mean, I've listened to some of the AI stuff that's even been out lately, and it literally, I mean, it sounds good, but it sounds like a computer's doing it. You know what I mean? Like
It's a little too
it
Well,
doesn't
see,
crisp.
sound real. Too crisp,
there's
right?
there's
Like,
a difference between using like generative AI like Suno and having that as like the final product versus like a mastering plugin that utilizes AI, like analyzing frequencies to get the levels a certain way or whatever. Um, Generative AI is usually I hate hearing it and I hate seeing it on flyers.
oh yeah, that's the worst. And they all look the same too. It makes no sense to me
All
why
these
everyone's
AI
like, "Oh,
flyers, I've noticed that, especially for the past couple of
Got the
months,
same
every
template.
AI flyer looks exactly the same.
exactly the same." I just don't get it.
Yeah, but I like to, it's a new question that I've started asking because it's become such a prevalent thing that some people do use it, like you said, to help finish master. Some people do use it because music videos are fucking expensive, and sometimes
Hmm.
it's something that they can do to put out some content. I would never personally even really knowingly feature AI. I try really hard to vet all of the bands that I feature and make sure that I'm not, you know, showcasing AI in any way. But I can't really hold it against them if they need to cut a corner because of costs and use it for that reason. So that's I just like to get a band's perspective on using AI in music and if they have any good things to say about it, what those are. So far, it's been pretty
I
universally no.
I've used it as tools for sure.
Hmm.
Like tools to help get the ideas, right? And things
Hmm.
like that. Like, would I use it word for word and things like no, hell no, no. But like to get an idea flowing in my head, uh yeah, sure, I'd use it for that.
Or
I
like in the
believe my
effects chain.
right in the effects chain, we've used that for ideas as well, but we've never actually used that itself. We've taken
Yeah,
that idea and came up with it ourselves. So as long as it's used for a tool, I don't think it's that big of a deal. But like once you just start like using it to
using it as
take
the final
over every
product.
aspect of what you're doing,
Yep,
I mean, it takes the artistry, I feel, out of things, you know?
I agree. I completely agree. Now, I know that you guys are still a little on the small side, but I always like to ask, just in case you do you have any sponsors you want to shout out now?
I don't know. You had your hairstylist sponsor us a while back,
Yeah,
but
Andrea Salisbury, I'd have to take her. She's my personal hairstylist. If I could remember her frickin' place that she owns, the
I'll
name.
the Wild Side in Pittsburgh.
The Wild Side. It's called the Wild Side Salon. That's where I get all of my hair stuff done. Usually I have a bit more wild style things going on with my hair lately, but
Yeah, more.
time and all of
It's
that is
usually
kind of,
more fluorescent.
yeah, it's usually more fluorescent. I'm going with a mohawk next, though. Definitely going to go with
Ooh,
a mohawk next. So
that's
it's
going
going to
to
be
be
interesting.
jarring when I see you with one.
It'll be very colorful. That I can guarantee. It'll glow.
A sideways peacock tail.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
And thank you guys for carrying that for just a minute. And I'm sorry to the listeners that had to hear me yell. I had a terrible Charlie horse just now. That came out of nowhere.
Oh no.
Oh, you're good.
Wow. I've never had that happen. Let's see. I'd like to wrap things up by talking about any upcoming tours, singles, EPs, or anything else that you want to plug now.
Oh, well, we got a music video coming out as soon as possible, as soon as we can get done with it. The Darkness, what I was talking about earlier. Um, that's one of our more creepier songs with some good screams and stuff and cleans in it as well. But that music video I have a good feeling about because we decided to shoot it at a abandoned hospital that they're reconverting into like a hotel or something like that, I think, or an
Yeah, they were
apartment
doing some
complex.
sort of remodel in there. I guess like the week before they had utilized it for, I guess, SWAT training. So we,
Oh,
we
wow.
found like these plastic uh, pellets from their live firing rehearsal, basically.
It's where we got to actually work on our acting skills too, a little bit on that end, you know. We're not really used to doing that quite yet, so we got a real touch on what that feels like, you know, doing it that way.
Yeah, Mike got to wield a hatchet.
And we're currently working on finishing up our album and releasing all of that and all of the other songs that we have, as well as the singles that we've recently released. So, but if you haven't, man, go check out Whirlwind. Go check out Disillusioned. That's our first music video we've ever had out. That's one of my pride and joys so far is Disillusioned, man.
That was the first song that our current guitar player actually brought to the table.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. And before we go, I just wanted to give you the opportunity if you had anything else you wanted to make sure that you said to your fans or to any potential future fans, I'll give you the floor now.
Live life like you'll die tomorrow, people. You never know, man. Live it.
Basically, yeah. Like Shia LaBeouf said, don't let your dreams be dreams. Stop resisting.
Just do it.
Just do it.
I had to do like a little vocal effect. It was fun.
I was
Make
wondering
sure
if that was your mic or if that was you, because your mic's been doing that
No,
the
that
whole time.
I have a virtual mixer on
Oh,
my
cool.
system. But
we
I
are
run
also we're
a
also
bit of a radio
anywhere and
thing.
everywhere on social media. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, YouTube, all of that.
RagesMyRival.com.
That's our website.
And that will be linked down below. So make sure to check the description and follow all the links, follow the band, and show them some love. The best way that you can keep up with them is to follow them, especially on Spotify. And if you follow them on Spotify, if you don't know, they actually know that they have fans in the area and they are more likely to tour in your area. Rage is my rival. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hope that you have a great rest of your day.
Thank you. You too, man.
Thanks for having us. This has been fun.